Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi has taken the stand as the first witness in the newly established Judicial Commission of Inquiry into alleged interference in South Africa's criminal justice system. All eyes are now on this high-stakes inquiry, with implications that could ripple across the country's security and governance structures.
I think General Mkhwanazi is ready to commence with his testimony, and for that purpose, may I request that he be duly sworn in.
General, please state your full names for the record.
My name is Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi.
Do you swear that the evidence you are going to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, please raise your right hand and say, "So help me God."
So help me God.
Thank you, General.
Thank you, Chair. General Mkhwanazi, next to you, you should have two files, a small file and a big arch lever file. If you look at the spine of the files, the one is written file 1, the other is written file 2. File 1 contains a single document, which is a statement, and file 2 contains the annexures to the statement. Do you have those before you?
That's correct, Commissioner.
Before we start, for the record, General, do you confirm that you have prepared and intend to submit a statement to this commission in respect of the issues that this commission is inquiring into?
That is correct. I did prepare a statement.
I would like to refer you then to file 1, the small file, and you consider that document, and in particular you go to the last page of that document, which should be page 100. At the bottom of that page is a signature. Above your name, Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, is dated the 16th of September 2025. Would you confirm whether or not that is your signature above that name?
Yes, Commissioner, I can confirm it is my signature.
Do you confirm, therefore, for purposes of this hearing, that the document contained in file 1 does constitute your statement to the Commission?
That is correct, Commissioner. It is my statement.
Do you stand today by the correctness of the averments made in that statement?
That is correct, Commissioner. I confirm.
File 2, if you have a quick glance at it, as I said, are the annexures. These are the annexures to your statement as referred to in your statement.
That is correct.
Chair, the witness has confirmed his statement and the annexures in support thereof. We are ready to tender the statement into evidence. If I may just clarify, the sequencing, are we going to call them volumes? Are we going to call them files? I've got 2 sets here. For record purpose, would it be volumes 1 and 2 of the commission?
It doesn't really matter. You can call them file 1 and file 2, whatever you prefer. Or for them, yeah, you may use the general's initials and Mkhwanazi. But the annexures themselves, let's see what do they, the MK, they use the annexures use MK. Let's call them MK1 and
MK1. Yes.
2, but you use numbers even for the annexures. Maybe
may I propose we name them MK1? It constitutes of 2 files,
yeah.
File 1 and file 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Such a small matter, but cracking our heads.
It might not seem to matter at the moment, but by the time the 7th witness appears,
yes,
then we have sort of lost track.
Thank you.
General Mkhwanazi, I know you'll be touching on these issues later on, But I suppose at the start of this hearing to perhaps address some protocol issues. Your position within the South African Police Services is that of Lieutenant General, correct?
That is correct.
Would it be appropriate to refer to you as General Mkhwanazi, or are we required to use your full title of Lieutenant General?
In terms of the police regulation, as we address, we call it general. So you are welcome to address me as general.
Thank you, General. Then if I may invite you to page 5 of file 1, which is page 5 for your statement. Could you very briefly introduce yourself to the Commission and for the record, indicating when you joined the police force and your progression through the force from when you joined till date?
Commissioner, I did not join, I joined the force, you're correct. That was in 1993, which then translated into the service in 1995. When the democracy started in our country. I joined the service in 1993, June, when I underwent training at the police college in Pretoria. And from there, I was deployed to go and work in Potchefstroom. At the time, the unit was called Internal Stability Unit. In 1993, when December after my training, which the name then later changed into Public Order Policing Unit. And from Public Order Policing Unit, Potchefstroom, I moved to Durban, Public Order Policing Unit. That is when I joined the Special Task Force from Durban. I attended a training in the Special Task Force in 1998. And from there, I worked at the unit, the Special Task Force Durban, until 2001. In 2001, I moved to Pretoria, where I assumed command of the Pretoria unit, Special Task Force. And from there, I became the deputy head of the task force, and subsequent to that, promoted to the overall command of the Special Task Force in 2005. And from there, I moved to become a head of specialized operations that includes the Air Wing, the Special Task Force, the NIU, TRT, and other units that are tactical in the South African Police Service. And from there, I became the Acting National Commissioner. From the position of Acting National Commissioner, which was a couple of months, just less than a year, I spent the whole year after that enjoying time sitting at home without the post. And subsequent to that, I was then deployed to be the head of facility management in the South African Police Service. And from there, I became the head of the training section of the police, which is a division that is referred to as Human Resource Development. And from Human Resource Development, I was deployed in KwaZulu-Natal to go and act in the period 2018 until 2019. And from there, I moved back to the head office under the Division Operational Response Service, where I worked until 2021. That is when, in April, I assumed my responsibility of being the Provincial Commissioner of KwaZulu-Natal. So that is a position I'm currently occupying.
May I refer you to file 2? And in particular, I'd like to draw your attention. I would like to draw your attention to Annexure MK3 that appears in file 2 from page 13. Oh, apologies. I'll start again. I do apologize. Apparently my mic was off, so I wouldn't have been on record. So, General, I refer you to the file 2, and in particular to page 135. It's a document marked Annexure MK3, and that is your curriculum vitae. Insofar as your educational background is concerned with reference to that document, could you please highlight some aspects thereof?
Thank you, Commissioner. According to the curriculum vitae and the information that I know is that I finished my matric at the high school, Siyahlomula High School in Pietermaritzburg in the township of Ashdown. And from there, I conducted my tertiary studies at the Technical South Africa back then. That's when I obtained my national diploma in policing. And subsequent to that, I then obtained my bachelor degrees in policing at the Tshwane University of Technology. And that is my tertiary studies, Commissioners. Other than that, I attended quite a lot of other training programs, which would include executive development program that was held at Wits University. And there's other courses that I attended, which will include the executive development program from the African Institute for Mentoring and many other training programs within the South African Police Service, including other training abroad, such as in the United States of America and the U.S. Department of Justice Federal Bureau, where I attended training programs on a supervisor's role in counter-terrorism investigations, as well as Louisiana State University, where I attended a crisis response training. There's training programs that I attended at International Paul Tingley Management Services, which was a development program for high-performance managers, amongst others. As I said, Commissioner, there are many other developments that I had within the South African Police Service. I've counted some of them from Task Force, Public Order Police, and the likes.
Thank you for that, General. And thank you for introducing yourself